Going through the transaction really is an emotional roller coaster as well as a test of time. As busy as we all are running our businesses and dealing with the unexpected opportunities that come up from day to day, when you layer into that the emotions that are going on at the same time about selling your company and then also allowing yourself to think about what that future could look like, which is hopefully part of the reason that you've made the decision to do that. You really go through some highs and lows, some roller coasters. If you were doing it on your own, I'm sure you could go through the processes, but you don't have the sounding board that can be there, the other, background of, well, we've seen this situation 3 or 4 times, particularly when you run into some sticky things on the transaction side of it. In our particular case, the financing that was going to come together for the deal involved some SBA lending, and that should have been a pretty straightforward process as a part of the transaction. But it came down to a situation where the SBA had some different term requirements which impacted part of my financing on the deal. So we hit a bump in the road, and it was only 2 weeks before we were set to close. So Generational Equity stepped in, and we basically held firm in terms of, this is what the transaction was structured as. This is how the transaction needs to be completed. So we were in a situation where the deal could have fallen apart, but we held firm on our ground, and we came back with some other options, and the buyer was able to accommodate and make those work. If I had been trying to do all that on my own, I'm not sure I would have either had enough, enough straightforwardness at that point in time with all the emotional situation going on with the changes and in the future to have been able to think through that and keep the deal alive.